they are not there today. In other words, the teachers who are there are already dead. And if they are there, then finally you will actually know after that what will just now probably will you pursue as a career. As a career after your Form 4 level. Because every subject will lead you to somewhere. But sometimes we do everything without a purpose, without knowing why we do that. But if we know why we do that, then we will be able actually to know exactly why we need to put more effort on those subjects. I want to say that one of the reasons, as an example, why I had to pursue the subject that I'm very passionate about, and I do teach. The teacher who taught me, and how he inspired me to be a teacher, and why I wanted to teach the subject I'm teaching, is because of the delivery, the way the teacher was delivering the content without even having a paper or a textbook where he was referring. Then the other thing, which I also wanted to pursue passionately, is to become a lawyer. And the only way that I had to become a lawyer, or I was to become a lawyer, if I could succeed in the 3 subjects that I was passionate about. But by the end of the day, I never achieved that. But I ended up becoming a teacher. And even becoming a teacher is because of the kind of subject that I was very passionate about. And when I was passionate about those subjects, I had to make sure no student is ahead of me in those subjects, because they were options. When they are optional subjects, you have to make sure that they are your best. Then there are those compulsory ones: biology, chemistry, physics, that you have to take at least 2 sciences, and it is written. For you to get your results, then you have to do the 2 sciences or the 3 sciences. Then you have to do the languages. Now, the reason why all those are emphasized, they are supposed to make you to become an all-round person. An all-round person in a way that you have, if it is biology, you have to understand yourself. If it is chemistry, you must understand what you are taking, even the simple and the most available and the first line of treatment, the Panadol. What does it require for you to take the Panadol as required? Can you take all 3 Panadols or the 5 Panadols you are given, and you are supposed to take 2 times 3 a day? Can you take 6 of them once? Can you take 6 of them once? No. Now, what makes you to just now know that you are supposed to do that? It is because you are able to use your chemistry and apply it. And that's why, right now, chemistry is important. Biology, you have to understand how your body actually works and how you respond to the environment. Each and every person, there's so many questions that you have to ask. For the kids, when they are growing, certain features develop. Even some react. And then, for them to understand themselves, they must use biology, they must use what? And that's why we are supposed to study biology. Physics, sometimes you ask yourself, why are we the way we are? And why are we sometimes, when we are just now, probably, by the time we are just now walking down the hill, and when you are walking up the hill, you apply a lot of energy when you are walking up the hill, and when you are walking down the hill, you apply less what? Energy. Then certain questions are answered, and that is why you have to study whatever kind of subject you are studying. There is a reason for that. And there is no way out that you can be able to succeed in studying those subjects without a roadmap, without the roadmap or the procedure or the process of achieving whatever you want to achieve. And today, we are actually participating to create a roadmap, to actually come up with strategic objectives, and then at the same time, focus, have a clarion call. Have a clarion call, our clarion call, which will just guide us each and every time. As we just now mention or recite our school mission, vision, and motto, then we will be guided by our clarion call, which we just now use, unlike the one that we have been having each and every time. So probably after today, our clarion call will expire and we will have another one. Are we together? So we are here for a very important function, and you are going to become part of the history of the school. Wherever you go, at any time, you will remember this day that you also participated in coming up with our school vision, and then our school what? Motto, and our clarion call. Yeah, besides that we are crowding the Easter holiday with this kind of activity, it's very good. We are very happy about it.
This exercise is not sleeping, it's activity-based. It's activity-based. So straight away, on your paper, open new sheet. Open a new sheet. Open a new sheet. And write the following. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Are we together? Are we there? Number 7, number 1, number 2, number 3. Take one of my. Are you see? Write 1. 1. You have never listened to yourself, you will ask me which one. Because you are seeing 1 there. You don't know the word 1. Number 2, write paradise. 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 Paradiso. Number 3, write the 4 rivers of paradise. Number 4, the big dog. Number 5, suffering. Number 6, the Lamb of God called Jesus. If you don't understand those 6 things, then we are going to share about school, about spirituality, about the kasi duniani, you will not be directed well. So, and we have ever thought of those things. I'm only appraising, I'm highlighting, bringing you to the picture. That is in reference to the story you had of the 2 schools. Who remembers the two schools? There is a paper you are even talking of 2 groups of students, one from one school, another from another school. Do you remember the school? Who can tell us the schools? Baisho, mama ongea. Sura moja ilikuwa ongea mpaka huyu akuone. Huyu akuone. Na kiongea kamera, wacha kuangalia. Nyakegogi is what? The complete name of the school. The school is called what?
Nyakegogi Secondary School.
Unakura nini?
Nyakegogi Secondary School.
You are already feeding the dog before you even finish the dog. Okay. Nyakegogi Secondary School.
And Nyagacho Secondary School.
And the Nyagacho Secondary School. Of the two, which one was carrying the cross? Which one was carrying the cross? Huh? Huh? Which one was carrying the cross? No. Why did you do that? Which one was carrying the cross? Kwa sauti. Hiyo sio sauti ya sentita. Hiyo ni ya kemu kama hapo. Hiyo sauti si ya Did they start together with Nyakegogi Secondary? No. So, ni nini ilifanyika? So, they met on the road. So, meaning what? They are on the road but in different direction, isn't it? Yes. So that's it. Now they were asking the question, where do you find the land of what? The land of what? The land of what? And they were interested in the cross or in something? Which something? They were interested in what? Watoto sasa. Mlisoma hiyo karatasi kweli? They were looking for what? The students of Nyakegogi Secondary. They were looking for employment. In the works of who? The 5 works of God. Is it true? Yes. Answer. Was there an answer? What were they told? What were they told? What were they told? That's the banana. That's the banana. That's the banana seed payment. Does it, when it is ready for harvest, does it ask for pay? No. The newspaper of today was saying, in Canada, the doctors are on protest. Why? They are saying we are paid too much, cut some. In Kenya, people are saying we are paid too little. So who is in the garden of the land of milk and honey? So, are you in the land of milk and honey or you are not yet? So for those who teach physics and maths and other numerics, numbers, the numbers start with 1. The numbers start with what? 1. Number 1 has 3 words or 3 functions. You divide by it, you multiply by it, or add, but you don't subtract. Nimesema nini? Number 1 has 3 functions. Kituru can prove me wrong. Of course, there's subtraction in the mathematics, isn't it? That's why you get change, but not with number 1. So number 1 is the head of all numbers, as small as it may look. So with that number, you can only add, you can multiply, you can divide, but you don't what? You don't subtract. I want to use the simplest language. I don't want to use philosophy and what they will come. For those who will pick, they will pick. So, when you go to the Bible, you will find God is 1. God is 1. He's the one who has produced all of these numbers you are called human beings. we are not supposed to add, we are not supposed to subtract. We can only add, multiply, or divide. But to declare that somebody is zero mtoe, umeanza kufanya kazi ya nani? Ya Mungu. Isaiah 45, verse 5 and 6. Isaiah 45, verse 5 and 6. I'm not preaching, I'm preparing you for a very important information coming ahead of you. Wale wanatusomea tafadhali, tukisema unakimbia hapa mbele unasoma. Quickly.
I am the Lord, and there is no other besides me.
Ngoja. Anasema nini?
I am the Lord.
So what is he saying? I am number one. And beside number one, there is no other. Yani mwanzo ya numbers ni nini? One. Beside that hakuna ingine. Hebu msanie mwenzako hakuna ingine.
Hakuna ingine. Beside me, there is no God. I guide you though you do not know me, that men may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is no other. The word of the Lord.
I am the Lord, there is no other. There is no other. So all human beings come from who? From God. Can they be greater than God? Hata ukisoma uende university gani utapita Mungu? Utapita Mungu? Hapana. Utapita Mungu? Ni mezako. Sasa unatafuta nini shuleni? If you are number 2 is supposed to be connected with number 1. How would you succeed to become a scientist if you are not connected with number 1? Do you see how number 1 is connected? So you separate yourself from God, you cannot reach your purpose. You can't realize your true call, your position. Who did that? I told you, Lucifer alifanya hivyo. Aliumba akawekwa mruma wa Mungu, si ndio? Mungu akampatia kazi. Which land? The land of milk and honey. Paradise, Eden. Akamweka huko juu mlimani. Na aliumba mwingine akamweka hapa chini kwa shamba. Nani? Adam. Akamweka hapo. Akamwambia kula kile machungwa, lakini ile ya katikati usifanye nini? Ukikula hivi utafanya nini? Utatolewa, utakufa, utatolewa. Wote walitii. Wote walitii. Lucifer aliondolewa. Adam alifanya nini? Aliondolewa. Sasa wakapaki na nini? Big dog. I'm already number 4. They missed God. They were separated from number 1. They were separated from the 4 rivers of paradise. Are you looking at what you wrote down? Yes. They were separated from the 4 rivers of what? Paradise. So they remained with what? Their own nature, which has no spirit of God. And then what happens with them? It comes suffering. Now all of us, we are born in suffering because we are born with sin, with the sin of pride. Yangu, mtoto akizaliwa hivi ukimpatia kitu anasema changu. Ukipewa kitanda unasema changu. Ukipewa desk unaandika nini? Ukipewa desk ni ya shule ama ni yako? Inakuwa yako. Unapata umechora nini juu? Yangu. That is the tendency of the big dog. Are we together? Yes. Wangapi wananielewa? Then we quoted the text of Ezekiel 28, verse 12 to 19. But specifically, the verses that move Lucifer from the garden, verse 14 to 16. Verse 14 to 16. Mtatusome.
With anointed guardian, cherub and blessed you. You are on the holy mountain of God. In the midst of the stones of fire you walk. You are blameless in your ways from the day you were created, till iniquity was found in you.
Until iniquity was found in Lucifer. Iniquity is what? to go contrary to number 1. To subtract yourself from number what? Number 1. Then what happens?
In the abundance of your trade you are filled with violence, and you sinned. So I cast you as a profane thing from the mountain of God.
I did what?
I cast you.
I cast you. Like what? A profane thing from the mountain of God. So Lucifer was thrown out. Dada, umefika 16.
And the guardian cherub drove you out from the midst of the stones of fire.
So he was thrown out. Then he was thrown out also. Genesis 3, verse 22 to 24. Genesis 3, verse 22 to 24. Adam was thrown out of the land of milk and honey. So put your sound on.
Then the Lord God said, Behold, the man has come like one of us, knowing good and evil. And now, lest he put forth his hand and take all also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. Therefore, the Lord God sent him forth from the garden of Eden.
He sent him away from the garden of Eden.
To till the ground from which he was taken.
To till the ground from which he was taken. So that brings suffering. That is why you are in school. But you are not in paradise. Hebu mguse mkono bwana. Wacha kuniangalia. Mguse mkono mwambie. That's why you are struggling. Na mwalimu akaniambia huyu hapo hivyo kwa sababu is not in paradise. Hebu msalimie mwenzako, you are never in paradise. You are never in paradise. Na Yesu akasema nini alipokuja? The Lamb of God now comes. For you to enter paradise, you must not pass your way. Jesus says what? I am the way, the truth, and the life. To where? To the land of milk and what? And in Revelation 1 verse 8, he says what? I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning and the end. So you come to Form 1, you don't want maths. You want geography and you want money. But you get it because you have no head. You have no head. Mathematics is the head. Physics is the head. Chemistry is the head. For you to have food, you must subject it to fire. This fire has to transform certain things, which is a chemical change. Chemistry. Am I speaking chemistry?
Yes, you are.
You can't eat unga itakunyonga. So inasema go to Jesus. Jesus is what? A process, not a product. Hebu msalimie, Jesus is not a product, it's a process. Hebu mwambie, education is not a product. Education is not a product. It is a process. From the alpha, number what? Number 1. If you have no number 1, you have nothing. So you come connected, and the physics comes from what? The head. The head is what? Number 1. Is it connected? Yes. Is it connected? Yes. Yeah, you can connect it to your body. So for all the power of Marim, just didn't go about it. They say, and they will. To take the power of my dad no one. Next, the kind of to Akamano. On Okumuri relative, which says, Yango walk on it. Now I'm going to talk about Queen. Some more than the one. Will it be connected to the head? No. Umekata, mwalimu anataka umkise kichwa akate, itoe vitu utaki. Na wewe unamwambia nipatie atoe wapi? Na uchafanya process. Tunaelewana ama tuelewani? Alafu akasema you can't produce the new thing without the language. ndeke wasa kina kyogo kero umwana kara enda yange na kya koro kya koro mwera umwana mwera we got all give them to that child na kingi isia vera to ndeke Swahili they go produce can you name them kono da yeke songo tuma tie babu na yere na kimu bwana tena na nyare sani kwa koro Chironge liro kitumata. Are we together? What are we together? Yes. Am I communicating? Yes. So it's number one important. Yes. Can you do without it? No. So the mission is not the Chironge and business in Nairobi. It is you connected to God, who is called the honor and the space of talent. The space of talent and work is hidden in Jesus. That is Colossians 2, verse 3 to 6. The talent space that you want to enter is hidden in Jesus. To get a solution, you must pass through Jesus. That's why the principal is next to the gate. Before you touch the children, you touch the principal in the school. Unamuuliza hapa kunaendaje? And you have asked Jesus, unaendaje na mathematics? Nitaweza? Atakwambia hakuna kitu utaweza with me. Umesema kitabu gani? Umesema kitabu gani? Colossians 3:6. Ukisikiza hiyo maandishi, you will find out that you are so much ignorant about the reality around you. Jesus is not in heaven, he's present, but he's in spirit. You must seek him. Go to number 1. Nanyene karogo saba, whatever, univesi yoko saba. Taatanya saa, nabago chakayo. His mission in number 1. Taatanya saa. Toko saba utara kwa nanya saa. Okutari ko saba. Patango bokimu bo injinaru banko bo linde bo injorita ya opera. But I'm sorry. You don't want to read.
It says, in whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge. I say this in order that their hearts may be encouraged as they are knit together in love, to have all the riches of assured understanding and the knowledge of God's mystery of Christ, in whom are hid all the treasures of wisdom and knowledge.
In whom are the treasures of what? Wisdom and knowledge are hidden. In who? In Jesus. In the land of what? Milk and honey. Milk and honey is found in who? In Jesus. Hata mwalimu amepimwa anakuja kufundisha, yuko paradise, anauliza Mungu, hii utaweza? Huu mtoto atiwezi, ajui lugha. Nitamwekea hii vitu ndani yake. Yesu anakuambia, I will show you how. Then that's why he says, learn from me. And it does not say I am the all. I am the meek and the humble of heart. Continue.
I say this in order that no one may believe with beguiling speech. Although I am absent in body, yet I am with you in spirit.
What is Jesus saying? I'm absent in body, but I'm present with you in what? In spirit. Hebu msalimie mwambie, uko na spirit ya Yesu kweli? Na Kiingereza uelewi. When I was wenting, you say when I was wenting, my father was having problem with my mother, and I lacked school fees. So you see, you are lacking English. And
rejoicing to see your good order and the firmness of your faith in Christ. As therefore you received Christ Jesus the Lord, so live in him. That of God.
So what am I saying? You are living our thought. When you are talking of the 5 works of God, you are talking about the talent space, the land of paradise. For you to get that work, you must connect. You have no key. The key is only one person. Who? Jesus. And he has proven it from the writing. So for you to get your talent space, you must keep learning. You must keep thinking. And you must keep dreaming with Jesus. Nimesema nini? You must keep learning. You must keep thinking. You must think, continue doing what? Dreaming. For you to create something using an experiment you would do without inserting some agent. Kunayo? No. If you want to do experiment, there is something new you want to produce. You must involve an agent, a process. And Jesus is saying, for you to be an innovator, you have to involve him. Mwalimu amesema he was inspired by a teacher who taught him here. Huyu mwalimu naye alikuwa inspired by somebody. And that somebody was inspired by God. So everything ends with God. But for you, you saw the teacher. The God is hidden in that teacher. Then, wanasema hivi, if nothing is above you, everyone did a statement. If nothing is above you, you would succumb to what is outside you and around you. Ayato kuming statement ina kiere menega. If nothing is above you, you will succumb to what is outside the source, which is number one. Number one. If you cannot build your dream, somebody will hire you to build theirs. If you cannot build your dream, somebody will hire you to build theirs. If you have nothing above you, so above us is number one. Called what? Called God. Are we together? So if you are not connected with God, you are outside the paradise. Meaning you are having the big what? The big dog. So will you be connected to the water? No. Will you get your talent? No. So you will be struggling outside here. I want to do it practical. Mnamuona? So this is involved in what? You are informed? Form 3. So right now there's something on his head. So I want him to pick this paper without bending, without touching what is on the head. Without bending the knees. Siongee bwana, gende hiyo karatasi. So for you to go for the paper, what do? You must forego what is on the what? On the head. And that's the mistake many people are doing. You remove God, hebu uchagua hiyo paper, hebu chukua, ona. And it's in form 3. Because he has nothing above him, akipata chipsi, atakula. Akipata changa hapa, ataonja. Are we together? If you have nothing above you, you succumb. You succumb to what is around you. To what is around you. Am I understood?
Yes.
Are we together? So what does Jesus become? Jesus becomes the new way, the roadmap, the new process. Nimesema nini? Jesus becomes what? He becomes the new way, the new roadmap, the new process. And you always stick to answer 3 questions. Why was I born? to fight Satan. Why was Jesus born? To fight the devil. Remove the big dog from the devil, give it a new name. How did he do it? He had a process. To go to the what? To the cross. He had to suffer. And what had he to do? He to get apparatus. He had to give his body to be hanged on the cross. And as a student and as a teacher, to wake up and mark 500 papers in school is a sacrifice. So, we go back to 5 o'clock, that is the sacrifice. You have to humble yourself and sacrifice. That is the process, that is the new way. Then Jesus gives us the method. In business, they say a strategic plan. You must have a plan. In science, they call it research. In the teaching, they call it methodology. Am I speaking the language of the people? In business, they say, if you want to succeed in business, you must have a strategic what? Plan. In the teaching, if you want to teach well, you must have what? You must have the methodology. And in Christianity, you must pray to Jesus. You must worship, pray to Jesus, and consume his blood. The chemistry of changing your body into the spirituality of Jesus. The latest, everyone need our daughter, the latest methods that are the best known for teaching. One of them is called concise learning method. Mwandike mkusema. Asema kwa sauti.
Concise learning method.
Hapo miandiko niangalie. So, the 3 questions. Anything you opera. If you buy a new car, you don't become a driver, do you? The fact that you have got a new car, can you be a driver? You have to ask the how. How is this car driven? Why was this car made? How is it driven? What must I do for it not to cause me an accident? You go to 3 questions. When you go to study biology, you say, why do I have the problem of biology? How do I understand biology? 3 questions are everywhere, whatever you do. Are we together? Yes. And the concise learning method helps you to answer those questions. Then number 1, it gives you have been borrowed 5 P's. P number 1. Before you do anything, preview. Iangalie ndani na nje, preview. Amchi kuandika preview. When you have been given a textbook, don't carry it to class without preview. Na mwalimu wacha kuchapa textbook kabla hujaenda through the concept. This topic called social studies as 13 subject or topics or whatever. What are they called? In every topic there are key concepts. Am I talking in the language of school? Yes. And in these key concepts there are key words. So I'm going to help you how to manage to pick and identify the word. When we get the key concepts put together, we will create a subject called what? Social studies. Kuna mwalimu alikuwa anatuambia next week you have an exam. So people are running for exam. Mtoto anasikiliza anaenda, but he has not been shown how. So utakuta kwa mkutano, utaenda kwa mtihani unatetemeka. Mimi sikuelewa. Nataka nipite. Mimi sikuelewa. I think even you can help. P number 2. Participate. Prepare things that what are you seeing you are going to participate in class. B number 3, practice. When you go to class, you have gotten what you previewed. Mwalimu amekupatia chake. So, practice, repeat. Repeat the process. Practice, process. Then at the end of the day, you produce the last letter called what? Produce. Are those 5 P's? Yes. That is a methodology. It is very simple and very applicable everywhere. Even me, I use it in code. When a case comes out to preview, what is there? What is the argument? Who is accusing who? On what? That is identifying what? The key concepts of preview. Then that method gives you the 4 repeating steps. Yenye inakuwa ndani ya mtu. The 4 repeating steps are: step number 1. When you get a subject, number 1, step number 1. In every topic, identify key concepts. Step number 2, organize the concepts. Meaning free. Step number 3, think critically about the concepts. Critical thinking. Step number 4, ask key questions for you to get the missing links. And like you I've taught you a method of 600 pages. As a simple as that. So I have to capture it, I know it, I practice it. When I enter the car, I know I need a handbrake. I'm a civil. Yes. I need lights. Then I need the brake itself. Is it functioning? If there is no brake, I don't drive. I need a brake in order to do what? So wewe sienda class unakula kila kitu. Mwalimu anatoa notes na wewe una transfer kwa kitabu. Na unaenda kwa preps, tena una transfer kwa kitabu kingine. Hiyo sio process ya kusoma. Hiyo ni ya kukula. Hiyo ni ya kukula zero grazing cow. Then they give the word educa, as you continue learning, connect your issues, connect your ideas. Educa means explore what you are doing. Discover new ideas that you can connect to reality. Then it says understand. Then when you have understood, you do what? Create a new concept for yourself and for others. You can express it. Then what do you do with that? Apply it. Then you have a methodology of learning. Even if you are given an exam on a Monday morning, after mass, you can answer. Sasa nikipatia mwalimu ufunguo wa gari usiku, hata drive. Will you go to look for notes? No, you will enter the car and start doing what? Driving. Why? Because the skill is in him. The skill is in him. Am I speaking? Yes. Am I understood? Yes. Well, so what I'm going to show here is that what I've explained in a few minutes. Wangapi wamenielewa mpaka hapo? Have I put you in the context? Yes. So, can you do something and read something in school, you say you are educated? No. Therefore, yes, eat everything that is put before you. Out of it, we will know what is best for you. What is not best for you, you leave for others. So, let me go here. I will give you a copy of this, what I have said. If you have the head to read it, you can read it. Unanielewa? Wangapi wanataka? You are not forced, you are forced to sleep. Kuna tukutuku mingi. But if you need a copy, you will get it from Marina. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. I don't have to dwell there because I've already. God is calling the source energy. Source energy is a big mind. So when you talk of mind, you are not start talking about When you hear of mind, you are talking of God. Because God is in one mind. God is an idea and yet is a being. Mysterious, so to speak. And then everything that exists is true, is thought within what? That mind. Even me, I was in that mind of God. The big mind is called what? God. So when you talk of the big mind, you are talking about God. So when you are talking of a school, the school must have the head of God. Of God. Not to have something and not certain and leave other things out. Then we are saying what? The one mind is the source of all. The one mind is the source of all. Na ni Mungu aliumba kila binadamu, ama sio? Sio sote tulitoka paradise, lakini Lucifer na nani wakatutoa huko? Na Adam wakatupatia umbwa gani? The big dog. So just as number one is the source of all subsequent numbers, so also, and yet it is what? It is divided or multiplied by its what? By itself, but never, you can't subtract from what? From number one. That I have explained. Do I need to repeat again? No. A journey to paradise does not begin in the Garden of Eden, the land of God, because of sin. So our school, St. Peter, is not beginning in paradise because we have the big dog. So for us to succeed to paradise, we must kill what? The big dog. So we are outside the garden. That's why we are carrying the cross. It's only the cross of Jesus that will help us enter the land of milk and what? And the honey. Why? Lucifer lost it. Why? Man lost it. Why? Ezekiel teaches us like that. This is why we have already done. Ama tuchasoma? So the rivers, if you have the picture to see, the rivers of Babylon, the 4 rivers were like that, flowing to everybody in paradise. Hii ndio tulinyimwa kwa sababu ya the bread of Adam and Eve. And we were snatched from the water. Ukitaka kula chungwa, iko tu kwa kichwa yako unakula tu. Lakini hapa Waswahili mwalimu David akaenda shule akasema sasa sio Yesu utakacha mvunguni sasa. Atuambie ukitaka kuingia paradise lazima upitie Yesu anasema utakacha mvunguni sasa. Ama sio hiyo sio Kiswahili. So if you look at the paradise, then it is closed. Kuna soldiers there. You can't enter. So kulia mandas breaks. So utaweza kujidanganya ati tukiambia wasasi walete pesa nyingi mwalimu tutaingia paradiso. No? So we need a process and a methodology. Then we need Jesus. And it's in everybody. Then we can enter there. Huyu askari ataambiwa kunja mkuki to be. Am I communicating? Yes. Watoto, am I communicating? Yes. Yes. So this lead to old nature means what? Old nature means the corrupted faculties of man, body, soul, and spirit of Adam. Ndio hii tumeita umbwa kubwa. You are not willing to be guided. Your will and freedom to decide and choose are corrupted. So you find mnaibiana vipi? Inakuwa samba la wanyama. Mwenye anatoa mayai kuna mwenye anakula. Ukilala usiku uliacha mayai mwingine anachukua. Mwalimu niliacha nguo yangu nikaweka huko. Hakuna. Nani alichukua nguo ya mwingine? Sisi tulikuwa tumelala na huko naye. Hiyo ndio tabia ya the old man, the big dog. He took the image of Satan, Adam, and he was corrupted. Evil, sin, and death was entered into everybody and in the world. Hiyo tulisoma Holy nature sasa. Holy nature, like a big dog that is well fed. Signs of a big dog in any one of us. Complain, anger, ego, me. What a big dog is a big danger in a school. It's a big sadness in a school. A teacher was a big dog. He could restore everything. Kileta maziwa, sasa hii inatosha. Kileta nyama, siku moja tu. That's a complaint. Are we together? Faith, hate, greed, and what have you. So those things, see, the new nature given to us through rebirth and regeneration, second rebirth in water and the baptism, is the called the small one. The small dog. Through who? Through Jesus. Through Jesus. If you are not yet baptized and you are feeding your old dog, wanting to use the worldly view of the devil to live life will not help you succeed. Will not help you succeed. Mathematics, wameenda kufanya mathematics. Alafu mathematics imetoa ugali kwa sahani. Umeenda ugali kwa sahani? Huyu msichana kuna nani? Amepata mtoto. Anyway. Like how we do it. Nani anamtafuta? Mama. Mama anamtafuta. Hiyo mtapewa muone in a dark place, sawa? Mtapewa muone. The big dog. So, Hello? Yes. For you to kill the big dog, you need to embrace Christian discipline. Christian discipline is a set of tools that we apply whenever we encounter trials, challenges, battles, and tough situations or conditions in life without missing the focus on Jesus. How many are they? There are 4 tools of the tools are 4. The tools of Christian discipline. 1 is delaying of gratification. Delay an untimely pleasure, want of the eye ego. Then number 2, take your responsibility. Be ready to take responsibility of what is your obligation. Your duty as of now, you are a student. Until you have entered your talent space, you have no business with the big dog outside. Take your duty without introducing blame game. Mwalimu sielewi mathematics kwa sababu wazazi wangu hawaelewani, hawaishi pamoja. No. Then, be dedicated to the truth. When somebody introduces you to something, you must ask what is the reality before me. What I'm being told and the reality before me are 2 different things. So that is a tool that you have to embrace. Tool number 4 is balance your life. Whatever you need today, whatever you need to do today, because today is when you are a student, do it with all your mind. Concentrate. Have one single-minded focus, like Jesus. The destination of Jesus was not the big dog, but the cross. To give what? To give his blood. Am I talking? Yes. So the story of the land of milk and honey is requiring what? A Christian approach to life. That without Jesus, it is Jesus and me is not equals to me. If you take a new nature, the academic teacher plus Jesus is not academic. It is who? Jesus. So you maintain what? A process. So the land of milk and honey means what? Land of milk and honey always is available to anybody. In Palm Sunday, every Sunday is a what? Entering the land of milk and what? And the honey. The act of the thermostat. The act of love and the desire. That is the meaning of being a thermostat wherever you are. And in Matthew, love is not a product. Love is always a process. For you to love somebody, you must part with some sacrifice. When we go for Mass before communion, what do we say? We have the act of love and what? Desire. What do we say? Lord Jesus, I love you. I desire with all my heart to receive you. Jesus, come into my poor soul and give me your flesh to eat and your blood to drink. Why? Because you want to be transformed. Now the academic teacher, the one who is watching over curriculum, must make sure that the child has the desire to be what? To be taught the curriculum. Sio mwenye anachea tena anasema hata mkisoma mnaenda wapi? Mnapatia na mtihani tunafanya ni wa nini? Sasa hiyo itakuwa shule ama itakuwa choo? Give me your whole self, body, blood and soul and divinity to do what? That I may live forever with you. Amen. That I may live forever with you. Amen. Then you might go to Yesu nyumba ndanga kuna nyumba nikupe mbele ni kwa ajili. Hapana. The birds of the eagle, when they have produced the young one, to make them fly, they go very far away, high on the mountain. Some die, some succeed. And you have to do it your way. And that is it. So when we will have a chance to see it, I'll give it to you. If you look at the ants, the savannah ants, hapa hizo hakonekana. Sisi tutasita nisaidia leo.
I detest all the sins of my life.
I detest all the sins of my what?
My life.
How can you detest and yet you have been given an appointment? When did you ban? Toka shuleni uende nyumbani, unafika jambo kama una change uniform, unaelekea. Unakuja kusikia, you reach there when it is 3 days to opening is when you arrive to home. Well, is it connected? No. Because they have offended you, and what have you those prayers, you know? The story of who? It's about living a new one.
Life.
The ocean of love, forgiveness, and mercy. The story of the living milk and honey. I am with you until the end of the world. Who said that? Where I am, my servant will be. That is Jesus. And the text we read is Exodus 3 verse 8, Numbers 14 verse 14, verse 8 to 9. I live, alive or dead, we belong to God. So, if you want change, Obama said, change will not come if we wait for someone other than myself to do it. Some other time. We are the one we have been waiting for. Ulikuwa unajingojea wewe mwenyewe, you bring what? Change. We are the change that we seek. One said, if you change the way you look at the things you look at will change. The things you look at will change. Norman Vincent said, if you want to get somewhere, you must do what? You must know where you want to go. Then do what? How to get there. Then do what? Then never give up. Then Henry, this great man of education, said, what lies behind us 50 years ago is not important. What lies ahead of us 2050, Ruto anasema transforming Kenya 2050, we might not be there. What is important for us now is what is within us, compared to what is what lives within us. The home, the school, the church should endeavor to bring out what is what lies and lives within those who come to them for guidance and direction. They are always the mind. Jesus, the head, the mind is the totality. Colossians 2:7. They are only two words. The word within, called what? Small. Then the word without, called what? Hawa walikutiwa hii msiku inatupeleka wapi? The small world or the big world? The big world. The world within creates the world without. Hebu sema. The world within is mental and spiritual. The world without is material and physical. The key is to understand the world within and use it to rule the outer world. The world within is the cause, the world without is the effect. So the world is meant of one God, always one mind. There are two types of importance of knowledge. There are two most important kinds of knowledge. One of them is called what? Secret knowledge. Secret knowledge. Secret knowledge is where you answer the question why, how, and what steps must I take to understand the process. If you want to know how to cook, you have to look at you have to watch at your mother doing what? Cooking. Then, what is the purpose of what is secret? Is because it is not normally known. The world within, the world without. When you have the secret knowledge, you use it to do what? To govern yourself. When you run the parts of the body, you know how they function, isn't it? Then the secret knowledge will tell you when to apply brakes, when to apply, when you are free. So you are not free, but the fact that you have known how it functions, you are not given the freedom to do what you want. Certain things must wait, you must delay. And that's what we call governing what? Governing knowledge. So for the rest of the other things, I know walimu muko na gadgets, you can transmit this thing and share because of the light and the situation we are under in. I am impaired. Anafanya nini? Mnabarikiwa na mjibariki. So makofi kwenu.
Hello. Yes. How are you? Yes. Mutanifuata? Sawa? Yes. This is my head.
This is my head.
Sauti hamna?
This is my head.
This is my head.
This is my head.
These are my eyes.
These are my eyes.
This is my mouth.
This is my mouth.
These are my hands.
These are my hands.
These are my legs.
These are my legs.
Wengine wamezeeka sana, si ndio? Sawa. Tufanye mikono hivi. Shika kichwa kama iko. Shika kichwa kama iko. Na mdomo. Sasa mdomo uko wapi? Aha, kichwa. Kichwa. Macho. Asante sana, we from there.
Good
afternoon. The thing in Yekengaini. I'm talking to people from this culture. The thing in Yekengaini. Let's go. The thing in Yekengaini. Let's go. I think now, if I can we start it once? That is too cold. Can you make it strong? Thank you. Give that song as I come to it. My name is Ayuka Ken Masese. I come from this county. I work in the educational world. I was asked by my friend, Father Momani, to come and sing. So that is why I have come here, so we are going to sing. But before I start singing, take your pen. On a clean sheet of paper, wrote the best thing you can imagine. On a clean sheet of paper, wrote the best thing you can imagine. I didn't say it all. I only asked you to draw the best thing you can imagine. It's 1 minute. Even 2 minutes, so I have to use it. 1 minute. When you are talking 3 pillars of life. Ensure you don't live here without these things. 3 pillars of life.
Vision, mission, and mood.
Wonderful. Clap for this guy. Stretch out your hand. Let us look at these fingers. Which one is the tallest? Be careful. You know, this is academic life. In academic life, you don't take things for granted. Have you stretched your hand like that? Yes. Which is the tallest finger? Please raise up your hand if you are sure what you are saying. Yes? Stand up and say. The leg, the girl in between there, the one stretching the hand. Can you tell us which one is it? Okay. You have, no, please stand. Please stand. It is your hand. I am not taking it. Which one has got more joints than the other? Huh? Yes? Nobody is able to tell us which one has got more joints than the other. Huh? So which one is the tallest?
The middle finger.
Which one has got more joints than the other? How many joints are there?
3.
3?
Yes.
And you are very sure? Yes?
3. many senses do we have?
5.
Tell me one sense. Please, we have not come here to waste time. I should see that you are seeing where we are and where we are moving. Give me one sense. Yes. Sense of sight. So, when we are saying that we see, we are using sense of right. That word see. Write that verb see. So, those who are in English language, that word lies in which group of words? It is a verb, okay? In 1 minute, write 15 sentences using that one. Using that only one verb, see. Write 15 sentences. In 1 minute. You guys are suppressing me. Okay, who is ready to read for us the sentences you are reading? They want to be 15. Yes? Yes, my friend. I'm not going to beat you. Yes.
Stand and read.
Stand and read. I thought you said it. Okay, even if you have not reached 15, read what you have written. Yes, at least you can what? 1.
I want to see you. I want to see above. What can you see? What can see you? I can see them. You can see everything. I want to see what you have done.
Salute Tayo. But let me pick it from there. I said the sentences were to use the verb see. Okay, let me start. My teacher said I use the verb see. These are my sentences. I see. I am seeing. I have seen. I have been seeing. You see. You are seeing. You have seen. You have been seen. He sees. He is seeing. He has seen. He has been seeing. It sees. Are you getting my sequence? Yes. The I pronoun is the only one which remains capital throughout life, throughout the passage. So if you don't start with that one, then you deviate. The three pillars of life, one is vision, two is mission, three is okay. What is a vision? Okay, we don't know. A vision is a picture of the future we want to be. A vision is a picture of the future we want to be. That picture must be very clear. I told you to draw the best picture of your life. Some people here don't have even a script of it. So I say, a vision is that picture. It must be very clear. It must be hung. It has to be seen to be there. If we have composed that picture very well in the brain, then we are able to move. An individual in life is able to move to another level called mission. And what is a mission? Yes? Mugusiara te abanga tangoli mbabachan so tina konga yiru kerengwe ni maiko na kulikia mabana masini. This is very serious. When you say mission, by the way, on a right note, what was the mission of Jesus in the world? What is the mission of Jesus in the world? Yes? To save us from sins. Is it written like that in the Bible? What is the mission? Because if you don't know this thing clearly, then how do you preach? Yes, what was the mission of Jesus in the world? I saw somebody with a Bible here. What's written in Luke 19, verse 10?
Luke 19, verse 10. It says, "For the Son of Man came to seek."
For the Son of Man. Who is talking? Who is talking? No, I have not told you to seek, my friend. Here the Son of Man is talking. What is the Son of Man saying?
For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost.
Seek
and to save the
and
lost.
save
the lost.
The lost. Full stop. So, what happened with Jesus when he said this statement?
As they heard these things.
No, I don't told you to read. What happened with Jesus when he said that statement? Huh? Let us get these things clear. When Jesus said this statement, what happened to him? He was crucified. And remember, the other day in the garden, Gethsemane or I don't know. He said, if it were my powers, this cup to be taken away. But it is not mine, so be it. I be crucified. Because my mission, when you have, for Jesus, mission was the king. He had the powers to kill all those people. But that's not what brought him to the world. Peter tried to cut the ear. But he told him, that is not the business. I returned this ear. My mission in the world is to seek and save the lost. In your imagination, you think all Israelites are Christians. They are not, because they are Jews. Some of them have never read the New Testament. They are still reading the Old Testament because they are waiting for the king they were promised to, so that they can govern the world. So this second pillar of life, if you don't coin it, design it properly, you will not go anywhere. That was will happen. How many people have degrees and they have never become rich? Their mission in life was not set. The mission was not set. Because they know people go to school and they come out. So what? The next thing which they left in the village is beer, drugs, and so they start drinking. You plant one banana in the garden. You come a year later. You will get one banana. No. So a mission, that roadmap to the future, is what helps you. What were you told when you came to Form 1? First thing you were trained in? The induction. What were you trained? What were you told when you came to Form 1? So, a good mission statement must have 3 elements. And you see this 3 is so constant. It must have the business of the institution, the environment where the business takes place, and the product. A good mission statement should define the business of the institution. Is statement number 1. Statement number 2 is the environment within which the business should take place. And number 3, the product. Full stop. It has to be very clear. How many have seen a waterfall? Waterfall. Please stand if you have seen a waterfall. Just a simple question. Waterfall. Just you have seen how the water is flowing from that place there downwards. Yes. Stand up, please. Stand up so you can help her. Just to stand where I am. I am standing. Yes. What is the color of that water which has fallen? What is the when that water is falling, where it is falling, what is the color of those bubbles? Those balls there? White. Has it ever changed? No. Has it ever changed? No. So I want you to understand the mission very well. The mission, it does not change. Like that waterfall, when you look at that color where it is falling, you don't see any other color coming. So once you compose, you design that mission of yours very well, it will remain for a very long generation to come. But you can coin it in any way, it will remain for many generations to come, but then one kiss is green and we are poor. So we are poor. you enter there, you say, something like that. Obwato mwabo to chiko kurumyo chiko iwa dunyoke kerukia nyamwamu kunyolema walenya kuma kecha wakuna kwa wasutika tumanya rogo hongo. This is what it means. If life is a process, we are moving through this process. That product which is hidden in the vision is being processed through the roadmap so that we have that very clear product at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we will have a clean product processed by the mission statement, which has got the 3 levels. So, you are going to construct it here and now. Write your own mission statement. Write your own mission statement. Your own. For example, what do you want from life? Write your own mission statement. I say 3 levels. Since I can see people struggling, you will write it and give it to your teacher. Then we come to the motto. There is something which is on your part. Huh? No. There is something which is, you are wearing it. How do you call it? Patch. Sometimes it is called logo. Okay? Which colors are there? Huh? Green? Black? White? Huh? So what's the meaning of green? Huh? Vegetation? We have vegetation everywhere. Okay. The meaning of black? Huh? You are guessing, or that is how it is defined through your interaction with your teachers. So, my friends, that logo, which you, as through the science, is a summarized philosophy of what you, when you go through this school called Chironge, wants you to be. So, I don't know what it has, but up to this point, once you have the 3 pillars of life well defined, we go to 5 elements of life. There are 5 elements of life. Anybody with an idea? 5 elements of life. Okay. I take it because this teaching. The 5 elements of life are written in our hands. Number 1 is here, is called spiritual. Number 2, stretch out your hand, we count together, they are written there. Number 1, spiritual. Number 2, moral. Number 3 is there, economical. Number 4 is a bit large. It is found here. It's called social. And number 5 is very far here, called leadership. I said number 1? Number 2? Number 3? Number 4? Leadership. Hope you have written. So, once you have known that you have 3 pillars of life, you have the 5 aspects within which to operate in life, then you work with these 5 E's. The 5 E's. The 5 E's. Number 1 is engage. Number 1 is what? Engage. Number 2, explore. Explore. Number 3, explain. Number 4. See number 4, 5? 4. Interpolate. And 5, evaluate. Can we count the 5 E's? Yes. Number 1, engage, explore, explain, elaborate. Now, yes. When people go to Mojari, what are they looking for? Let us be academic. What are they looking for? Huh? Bread. Bread. My friend, have you attended any funeral? You have attended? Can you stand? You have seen people going to Mojari? Yes. What are they going for? The person. Can a person be dead? What are they going for in that Mojari? Yes. He's having the answer, only something is missing. Who can help you? Your friend. Yes. Huh? The body. At least you are close. For the body. So, we were alive, do we have a body? We have a body? Yes. So, what is in the model? So, assume it is Masese who is now standing here. If I collapse and die, I become what? A dead body. So I become a corpse. You see, we have to be very clear, otherwise we are repeating ourselves. The corpse is there. They are going for it. Now, when they come with that coffin and they put it displayed, and the people are talking from morning to evening, what is that they are talking? Yes. What is that they are talking? Okay, write this. Once the 3 pillars of life are very clear, you have known the 5 elements, they are very clear. There is something which must be in you. And once you decide on this, it is unchangeable. It is called core values. It's called what? Core values. Core values are the standards that are used. They are like posts that define the lifestyle. Core values are the standards, and once as a community you read this kind of values, you will not change them. They can be changed after 50 years because many things have changed. What have I said about core values? Core values are the standards which define the behavior that must be interacted with you and the rest of the school community. Once decided upon, will not change for a very long time. For example, write these letters down. L, R, R, U. L, A, R, R, U. P, P, S, I. L number 1 is love. I would like 7 people to stand. 7 individuals. You are looking at your friend to stand, and you are supposed to stand yourself now. Okay. Tell me one element of love. You must know that you have love. Kind. Huh? Listen, because what he says is not meant for me. Yes? Love is kind. 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 Yes? Share. Huh? You have the element of sharing. You have the element of sharing. Unity. Sit down. Please, let's get this. You know what? I have gone to many schools. Many schools. I went to Asumbi Teachers College. You see, those all are professionals. And the target is very well decorated. If we cannot differentiate this, I say, at the target there, we write core values. I've said the first one is love. So, you want to go into the institution and observe love. Because it has to be lived, it has to be seen to be lived. The first person I asked told me, I have never read the gate. The second one told me, I found it the way it is. How many years have you been here? It is now 17 years. And we say, if the 3 pillars are divine, they should be transmitted to every person in that compound, such that the core values are plowed into the vision, mission, and the motto. Number 2 is respect. And there are 7 elements. You look for them. Number 3, responsibility. There are 7 elements going to responsibility. In fact, there are more. Number 4 is unity. Each has got the elements which I've demanded, and when I tell you to stand, I'm not intending to embarrass you, please. Don't, it is not the case. The first P is peace. The second P is patriotism. The S. The S, somebody from behind there. Huh? Sir? Sir? Selflessness. Yes. Huh? Self-control. Yes, say self-control. When I keep quiet, it means it is correct, but it may not be appropriate. Okay? Because self-control is there. You see? Selflessness. You see, what has come out from my 2 friends is that if the core values are not well defined, everybody will come with his or her own things to put inside that society. So those people seated there at the funeral, saying so many words, so what is in the model is the corpse. The really human being is not there. What it is people are talking here at the funeral is the person who used to live. Are you getting? You. The core values of the institution are supposed to vibrate from you. Every activity going on in the compound, we are supposed to see them through their core values. Every student in the institution is supposed to be seen through their core values. The teachers, when they come with that one lesson is standing in front of you, it is the core values surrounding the concept being delivered. It flows through. Then finally, that integrity. Integrity. Once we have formed this person, that pamphlet you are reading in Form 1 about the school and so forth, we cannot know whether you have these things unless we have the next item called core competences. Called what? Core competences. And to help us just talk about them in a minute, right? C, L, S, D.
Pardon?
C 4 times. L S D. A competence is an ability to help you perform a task. A competence is an ability, a skill that will help you perform. So that number 1 combines with number 2. It is communication and collaboration. Communication and collaboration. The third one is creativity and imagination. The other is called citizenship. The L, once the teacher has left the class, that one is called learning to learn. It's supposed to be the largest. SC, when you enter your library or you are going home, is called self-efficacy. Self-efficacy. And the last one is digital literacy. What I saw Father using here and what we are using here is digital literacy. Digital literacy in the current world is ruling the world. There is a group in Jamaica which has vowed to destroy the African youth because they believe our ancestors are the ones who sold them. So they have designed a music system which we consume. You know, in music, imagine without touching you, you come to my thinking. So that is their music. I saw a display of the same. Once it engulfed Africa, every youth was still in university. Okay, is dancing to their tune. And before you realize, the time you were supposed to be in school is over. By the time you look from Kenya, the parents run, take your living and leave this compound. You find yourself trekking the Kolweka, so the digital world, you cannot fight it. It is there. What will only take you out of the digital corruption is the core values. So I have now made, I say, if you lose the core values, you die. If you lose the core values, you die. If you don't possess the core competences, you lose. Yes. Jesus commanded the disciples, the 72. The 72, he commanded them. He gave them one command which they were to follow. Who can remember that command? That command. Yes. Yes. They were not to carry anything, but there is a very special command. Yes. Huh? Okay. Let me not go deep into class, but he told them, they will only come to you. They will only come to you if they see your actions. They will only come to you if they see your actions. So, the item I'm going to talk about is action research methodology. Action research methodology. My friends, once the teachers have given you what they have given you, the only thing which will help you to competently absorb, understand, and therefore apply the knowledge and the concepts you have received is through action research. Do you know that sometimes teachers repeat the tests they give you, but because you did not, where you went wrong, you did not go and do research, then come to redo the question, you don't properly absorb and understand the concepts the teachers gave you. So action research is spiral, goes round like that. You do a concept, then you start going out, you do research, you go back, you see whether you have competently put the concept the way it is supposed to be. Enyoni nere usiye kurukwe ngonjo. Who knows what it does? Who knows what it does? Oh, fine. The last thing I would like to seriously let me put it in the Kisi context. Abakusieba batebaiga. Utalikirenga kaikige boliwa mwana. Utalikirenga kaikige boliwa mwana. Bugampimbo oranguru kaikige boliwa omu. This is what it means. If you don't set your objectives, if you live a life without objectives, your life is flawed. So you must, once you have said the mission statement, the 3 pillars, the 5 aspects of life, the methodology there, you must set your objectives very clearly. Very clearly. You know, many people have tried to manipulate what the ancestors put in a particular culture, but the end result is a disaster. Because we are only told about 500, I don't know, 200 will go to university. The people who did exams were about 1 million. This government of ours does not tell us where these others go. These very many, where did they go? So if your life has to have a meaning to you, set it very clear. If you don't set it, let us read Proverbs 24, verse 30 to 35.
It says,
listen.
I passed by the field of a sluggard, by the vineyard of a man without
Please raise
sense.
your voice properly.
I passed by the field of a sluggard, by the vineyard of a man without sense.
A sluggard is a less person. Yes. Just read it.
And lo, it was all overgrown with thorns. The ground was covered with nettles, and its stone wall was broken down, and its stone wall was broken down. Then I saw and considered it. I looked and received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man.
You don't finish it is the word of the Lord. How do you say they are my words now? Okay. Listen to the following verses. Genesis 1, verse 28.
It says, and God blessed them, and God said,
read properly.
And God blessed them, and God
Does
said,
it say, God blessed me? God blessed who? Raise up your right hand. Raise up your right hand. Say, God blessed me.
God blessed me.
God blessed me.
God blessed me.
Hey, raise your hand. What does God say now?
and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply.
Be what?
Fruitful.
Be what? Fruitful. God said to me. Say that.
God said to me,
be fruitful.
be fruitful.
Yes.
And fill the earth and subdue it.
You do what?
And fill the earth and subdue it.
You fill the earth
And subdue it.
do that. You subdue it.
Subdue.
I subdue it.
I subdue it.
I subdue it.
I subdue it.
Yes.
And have dominion over the fish.
You have what?
Dominion.
Now, since you were blessed, but you went astray, you have Proverbs 24, verse 30 to 35. Continue. Now, my friends, my name, I said, is Ayuka Ken Masese. I passed through Kenyatta University, but I settled in Strathmore University. That's where I did my 2 postgraduate studies. I have since then helped design this knowledge for many high schools and colleges. I'm married and blessed with 3 sons. "21 years ago, I was involved in a terrible road accident. As I stand here, you don't see a disabled person. But my left leg, walks with 9 pieces of metal. I have designed over 30 functional books in institutions. I have helped many friends. I want to tell you one thing. Bori oge tulengia namanyete ngamparaga mabine itie musuke musuko murumbe soro mimayanye getulengia. What brought me here is to ensure that one day those who will listen to these words, we will meet in the corridors of life and you will be smiling. That time I shall have become, I don't know whether my eyes will be seeing you, but if you put this the title was Leadership Skills Employed for an Individual. Leadership Skills Employed for an Individual to Enhance Transformation. I don't know whether the school has got a drama. I want to tell you one thing. Me, I'm a national stage actor. In drama, in any piece of drama, it has got a focal point. That focal point, everything else goes round it. In 1969, the people around Mount Kenya came together. They say, tulikuwa tunapigana na mzungu, sasa mzungu ameenda. Nini ameacha nyuma? Wakakubaliana, it is education. So, hii education tutaipata namna gani? Wakatawa every time a child goes to even baby class, instructions in English language. But our Kikuyu language must be taught up to university. In that kid here, what you are looking for, mbabana chance otina kunga, nkoleki, niru kerengu ere maiko, ege kale maiko, nyorareki, eke umbukia mowa namasi. As you live here, compose, because I don't know whether you have done it. Compose your vision clearly, compose your mission clearly, and compose your motto. Remember the 5 aspects of life. Then the methodology of handling the content. Ketingi nyeke na ini kelinga waundi kiaga tembule mutu toterango. Natatera kuna banta wake. Ketingi nyeke na ini kelinga waundi kiaga tembule. That is the tone of young people. Ketingi nyeke na ini kelinga waundi kiaga tembule mutu. Thank you so much, Father. Thank you.
Mpaka kama Kiingereza mkono na mguu inaenda pamoja. Makofi kwenu. Na makofi kwa the big dog. Atupigi umba makofi. So, makofi kwa walimu. Makofi kwa neema ya Mungu. So, I know kila mtu anareceive vitu kulingana na ile ajaandika expectations na what are you. Principal very near me here. I don't know what I can whisper to me when he's very near me here, and the deputy is very far away from me, so I don't know. Something. Is it true? Yes. How many can testify that we have added something? So are we at the zero or we are adding? We are adding to this number 1. Si Mungu atukuzwe. Yes. So, and he has produced many things which I have also learned. He's a friend at a distance, but he has never, I've never said he teaches me. We meet as I'm a priest, he's a Christian. But today I was a student and he's a teacher. Is there no difference? So it's a thank you for teaching me something. Kumbe you have been having these things and you understand anything. So, for me, what I think, there is a way when the food is finished, complete cooking, Madam Marcy, what do you do that better you cover the food so that it does not get cold? I asked that. Which one? Armenian for. So much in general Armenian, we are there. No, there for you to go one of us of giving the group of us of core values. There's some that will produce the core values. That's what is the name. I'm not advocating for anything. He has not told me. You have not asked me. It is from my listening that it educates 1 hour or 2 in your given time. Akuja shule, mkana walimu, you formulate 34 core points, and then the work starts. For me, that's what that would be my greatest joy, that St. Peter's Chironge, we have what? A vision, a mission, a motto, core values, core competences. So what is remaining now is the practice, the lifestyle. And when your lifestyle is here, ni hawa wawili ama sisi watatu. Mimi nimefanya yangu, hata tukianza kudansi zaidi, unasema kudansi. So for me, I'll tell him thank you when we are one-on-one. But on public here, I will say thanks for, because I called him last night at midnight. And you can see what a friend can do at midnight. And this morning he has come with something written. Has he delivered something? Yes. Yes. So it's good to have friends, right? I have not seen you do. Where is the other friend? So, Mwalimu, I want to surrender to you now. You direct us before I go to the next event.
God is good. All the time.
God is good, and that's nature. Wow, one genuine voice towards success.
You know, we said that one is expiring shortly. And then we are going to have another one. Yes. I also want to say Father and the rest of my colleagues and you to appreciate Father for taking us through the first session, and then the second session to my friend. It's a great thing. we are doing a very important exercise. And this exercise, by the time I hope my ears are not cheating me, or they are not taking me the wrong direction. For those who are behind there, my ears are not cheating me. And as a teacher, I know when it comes to that, then I'm not communicating. So please, can you listen? So because of that, it is a very important exercise because there is no way out we would achieve as teachers without a strategic plan. Without a strategic plan which has everything to do with the school, mission, vision, and motto. And right now, what is remaining, the remaining part further is that clarion call, the song. But for him, I think everything will do it after the holiday. We have started and it is good that he has come. We will also come and do what we did last time, departmental meetings, student meetings. They will also give us their strategic objective that will be part of the strategic plan of the school. And that one will just now make it successful. That's why I said in the morning, when we started, that this sharing, and this sharing today is historical because you will take part in making sure that what will run the school, what will just take the school 20, 30, 50, or 100 years, you will be part of it to have actually participated in making up the mission, vision, and the motto of the school, as well as the strategic objective of the school, which will actually keep on running periodically. After 3 years, we might find those which are relevant will continue to exist. Or after 4 years or 5 years, we'll just now again proceed with the objectives which you also participated to come up with, in which will give the school the picture, which is saying, the picture which you have in mind. You know, when they say draw what you want, and what is good to you, and what you feel, I thought others are going to draw food. Because at this hour, you ask them to draw, anything that they will draw is just about food. But good, others scrambled and they couldn't. But if you could have asked me what I want and which I want to draw, some which you want to, the higher good that you want is a heaven. But can you draw heaven? You believe, senior, and you have faith, senior. So that is the higher good, the best thing that you can draw, or even you are supposed to draw, is one which you cannot imagine and which you cannot come up with, but you can only believe that it exists, and we are heading there. So the best that we can do today, I want to ask you for your little sacrifice. Mnanielewa vizuri? My teachers or our teachers, my colleagues, I want you to be patient a little bit. The main part is important. So that as we leave from here, we will leave to have made history. So that is what have you allowed me? Yes. Am I getting you or am I not getting you? We are having a very small part to finish. Sawa? Yes. And I know after the next speaker, we will just now finish. Sawa? Yes. So Father, I have pleaded with them. We just have the remaining part. I know your mind is already at home. Yes.
And we wanted you to dance to school with this picture. Yes. But you can't dance unless you are blessed. And I can't bless with the food. I bless with the blood. And I can't have the blood unless I go the process. And we can't do the process if you are not willing. And the dancing, we are going to, each one of us is supposed to have this prayer, and you start working on your big dog. As you go to school, you go home, you have this photo, you have your Jesus. So that you can urudi. So you have to give me the direction. I finish as I'm standing here, or you take Jesus to your school. I know.
Kwa vijana shangwe, kwa madawa na maringo, tuombe radhi kwa Mungu, tukamtolee sadaka. Kwa vijana shangwe, kwa madawa na maringo, tuombe radhi kwa Mungu, tukamtolee sadaka. Njooni tumsikie mlezi wetu, pamoja tutokee tupige makofi. Njooni tumshukuru mlezi wetu, tunaingia kwa vijana shangwe, kwa ngoma safi, kwa madaha na maringo. Tujiandae tuombe radhi kwa Mungu, atutakase tukamtolee sadaka. Kwa vijana shangwe, kwa ngoma safi, kwa madaha na maringo. Tujiandae tuombe radhi kwa Mungu, atutakase tukamtolee sadaka. Tunaingia kwa vijana shangwe.
Nimekosa sana, ndio maana naomba maneno mengi, ili daima
Mungu na Mungu na kutoka kwake kutamu na amani iliyoandaliwa nami. Nikamkurudisha kwa jumla ya watu wasiojua sheria. Nikamwondoa, lakini Mungu alimwona mtumwa wa mauti. Akamfufua kwa maana hakuwezekana ashirikiwe na mauti. Maana Daudi anasema juu yake, namwona Bwana daima mbele yangu, yuko kuume kwangu, nisitikise. Kwa hiyo moyo wangu wafurahi na ulimi wangu unashangilia. Hata mwili wangu utakaa na tumaini, kwa maana hautaacha roho yangu chini, wala hutamwacha mtakatifu wako aingie na kumwonyesha njia ya uzima. Utamjaza raha mbele ya uso wako. Ndugu, afadhali useme watu mbele njia ya Baba yetu wa Mungu. Kuwa alikuwa na atakiko na karibu yake yuko kwenye mpaka siku hii, kwa kuwa alikuwa na siri na kujua ya kuwa Mungu amemwambia yake kama alimwekea mmoja wako wa wazao wake katika siku yake. Alisema aliyoonyesha kurudi ukumbuko wa Phillips, kwa kwamba hakuwacha maskini wala ndugu wake au kuona waadilifu hivyo Mungu ametoa. Na sisi wote ni mashahidi, sisi wote ni mashahidi kwa mambo haya. Naye baada ya kuitwa mkono wa kuume wa Mungu na kupokea ahadi ya Roho Mtakatifu kutoka kwa Baba, alimimina Roho huyo kama mnavyoona na kusikia neno la Bwana.
Namwambia Bwana, wewe ni Bwana wangu, Bwana, ndiwe urithi wangu na kikombe changu. Ndiwe unayeshia hatima yangu. Umenipimia sehemu nzuri sana. Hakika urithi wangu unanipendeza. Unilinde, ee Mungu, kwa maana ninakukimbilia wewe. Ninamtukuza Bwana aliyenishauri, hata usiku moyo wangu unamshangilia. Nimemweka Bwana mbele ya macho yangu daima, akiwa kuume kwangu sitatikisika. Unilinde, ee Mungu, kwa maana ninakukimbilia wewe. Kwa hiyo moyo wangu unafurahi, roho yangu inashangilia, nao mwili wangu utakuwa salama, kwani hutaiacha nafsi yangu kuzimuni, wala hautakubali mja wako aone uharibifu. Unilinde, ee Mungu, kwa maana ninakukimbilia wewe.
Bwana awe nanyi.
Awe rohoni mwako.
Somo la Injili takatifu lililoandikwa na Mathayo. Wakati ule wanawake walitoka kaburini upesi kwa hofu na furaha nyingi, wakapiga mbio wapasa wakazi wake habari. Mara Yesu akasimama mbele yao akiwasalimia, nao wakamkaribia wakamshika miguu wakamwabudu. Kisha Yesu akawaambia, msiogope, nendeni kawaambie ndugu zangu waende Galilaya, huko wataniona. Walipokuwa njiani, baadhi na wazee. Na baada ya kushauriana na kuwatana, wakawapa ahadi fedha nyingi, wakawaagiza, semeni. Wafuasi wake walikuja usiku, wakamwimba, sisi tulikuwa tunalala usingizi. Na kama gavana alisikia neno, sisi tutamshauri ili msipatwe na matatizo. Nao wakapokea fedha, wakafanya kama walivyoagizwa. Uvumi huo umeenea kwa Wayahudi mpaka leo. Injili ya Bwana.
You come may not realize what you have done, but you have taken a very important step in your life. You may think you are joking, but you are not joking. Those are the promises of Jesus. You read Numbers 21, verse 7 to 9. You will see the origin of the image of Jesus. Can somebody read for us?
Numbers chapter 21, verse 7 to 9. And the people came to Moses and said, "We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord and against you. Pray to the Lord that he take away the serpents from us." So Moses prayed for the people. And the Lord said to Moses, "Make a fiery serpent and set it on a pole, and everyone who is bitten, when he sees it, shall live." So Moses made a bronze serpent and set it on a pole, and if a serpent bite any man, he will look at the bronze serpent and live. The word of the Lord.
That's why we carry the cross. Anybody who looks at the cross and believes in Jesus will be saved. So the picture you have before you, and the prayer behind, and the many prayers you will say are very important movements of your life to deliver to the land of God, milk and honey. John 3, verse 14 and 15. That when I'm lifted up, I will draw all people to myself. Ezekiel says that this is Jesus who has come to gather everybody from everywhere he was scattered through sin, and he will bring him and give him a new heart and a new spirit. I'll say John 3, verse 14 and 15.
And Moses lifted up the serpent, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so must the Son of Man be lifted up, that whoever believes in him may have eternal life.
That whoever believes in him may have eternal life. Don't assist me to believe in Jesus.
Assist me to believe in Jesus.
Are you there?
Yes.
And that is representing that we fix from verse 24. It's the gathering we have been gathered, and that's Jesus gathered people in his time. Then this whole week, from now on, we are living in the mercy of God. And the fourth Africa, you can see the fourth Africa. There is white, there is red, there is blue. We are not the yellow you are adding. White means victory. He has conquered sin, evil, and death. That's the work of the resurrection. Then blood, red signifies the blood of Jesus, which is the only people that is against Satan and death. So you cannot conquer sin and death and Satan minus the blood of Jesus. And the liver, the blue, represents the foreigners of paradise. But God has opened for each one of us the gates of paradise. If you trust in Jesus, walk with Jesus, you will enter your paradise. It's called spiritual transmutation. children are listening. And it's not.
So transmutation is the change of form, the act of changing the form or character or substance from one thing to another. Transmute means to change the form of one thing to another. For example, in the ancient Egyptians, they had a way of transmuting some basic metals into gold to transmute, change the form of one substance to another.
So it is as simple as that, but it's not that simple. You are carrying gold in your hands. So when you pray that prayer, what are you saying? You are transmuting with who? With Jesus.
Lord Jesus, I am Yuminaris Maranga before you, speaking to you and crying to you. Please listen to my petition and the prayer that I now consciously present to you. I believe, I now trust that you are here with your love and mercy. Though I am not worthy, because as a teacher, I've been acting like a thermometer to the students, performing to the mindset of the world of being employed and earning money, and living with my heart enslaved in sin for so long. Like St. Peter, before you become a thermostat in him, he promised you things which were lies, and you knew before he did them, because you are omnipotent. That's Mark 14. I have been teaching many students without first sitting with them to ask and answer together 3 key questions of solemn problems, starting with the why of the subjects I teach, the how of learning, knowing the subjects and to apply them in daily life, and the what of steps to take together to explore, discover, understand, create and apply the material. I am 30 years old. I am 50 years old, and in all these years, I've missed the opportunity of making use of your own will to change myself in order to be an agent of change, like who carried my sins to the cross, so that I became adopted with your spirit and be a thermostat, child of God, to change my situation and conditions. But even though I do know that you have not condemned me as you were because of my sins, Lord Jesus, come to me now, make me a thermostat to all the challenges and responsibilities before me, now and in my future life. I cry to you like St. Peter, my patron saint, who cried and asked for your mercy and forgiveness. Grant me your grace in order to get these qualities of your spirit as he taught them to us, your thermostat. Lord Jesus Christ, I invite you into my life now. Deliver me, and I will be delivered. Cleanse me, and I will be cleansed. Forgive me, and I will be forgiven. Heal me, and I will be healed. Save me, and I will be saved. Protect me, and I will be protected. And seal me with the power and authority of your precious blood. And I will be sealed. As I declare and play, because you are my Lord and Savior, and completely trust in you. Amen.
Mungu aliyependa kuwajalia neema ya ukombozi na kuwafanya wana wa ufufuko wa mwanaye pekee, awajalie mfurahie kwa pamoja baraka yake. Naye aliyewajalia zawadi ya uhuru wa kudumu awafanye washiriki wa urithi wa uzima wa milele kwa kazi yake ya uongozi. Naye mliofufuka katika ubatizo kwa njia ya imani, mstahili kuunganishwa naye katika makao ya mbinguni kwa kuishi kiadilifu hapa duniani. Na baraka yake Mungu Mwenyezi, Baba na Mwana na Roho wachukie ninyi na kukaa